Hi everyone and welcome to another marvelous video. When it comes to DC's most significant asset, Batman, there have been way too many iterations. Some of them have been the darkest figures in the DC universe, capable of bringing down worlds or even destroying realities. The reality's negative realm had an entire horde of evil Batman, and we are aware of how they brought catastrophic events in the entire multiverse. It all revolves around what Bruce Wayne did or felt on the night of his parents' death, and most of the iterations or variations of the character diverge from that point. While most of the evil versions of Batman had dark and twisted origins that threw the character's life completely off track, in today's video, we will be exploring a minute divergence from Batman's canonical origins that could very well serve to be the worst of all. Showcased Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham comic series written by Raphael Grandpa, the story revealed the dark past on Bruce Wayne, which was unknown to him throughout his life. A minute characteristic event that showcases how brutal Gotham's savior can be, so without any further delay, let's begin. Most twisted version of Batman origin. Batman Gargoyle of Gotham is a series focusing on a mysterious new villain who is unlike anyone faced by Batman before. He is not a serial killer and emulated the events of a cartoon series in Gotham, also known as Kryon. The comic series begins with Batman investigating a series of murders as he broke into an abandoned building in Gotham's industrial zone. He found criminals keeping homeless people hostage and forcing them to manufacture trinitrotoluene, aka TNT. When a handful of criminals were neutralized by Batman, one of them arrived to inform their mysterious boss whose name was Kryon. The new villain had a dark and twisted appearance and seemed to be constantly weeping. The man was obsessed with a cartoon show named Kryon and acted according to it. When Batman followed the criminal to their boss, he confronted Kryon, but only to be slammed hard by a hammer and taken down. Kryon left the building, and before Batman could think about his next move, the entire building exploded, killing the criminals as well as the homeless people. The entire stability of Gotham was facing the crisis. While Commissioner Jim Gordon was tasked to investigate the serial killings, human rights activists pointed out that the judiciary system of Gotham only focused on the rich and influential. This was in reference to the death of homeless people in the explosion of the building during Batman's intervention, which was not paid adequate importance as the serial killings of the four rich and wealthy individuals of Gotham. Batman barely managed to escape the collapsing building, all thanks to his advanced suit and plan to fake the death of Bruce Wayne to operate as Batman throughout. Unknown to all, Batman and Jim were working together on the case, and they studied that the corpses of the four dead individuals had punctures at various energy points of the body. Jim recalled that long back, a German scientist alleged to have murdered his assistant had been working on various energy fields of the human body. His name was Dr. Franz Ebner, and after completing his long sentence in prison, he killed himself. While Batman scavenged for clues originating from the original Kryon cartoons, Jim managed to meet Ebner's old cellmate and learned that throughout the period of Ebner's stay in prison, there was only one visitor, a kid named Charles Kinton. He further discovered that Charles Kinton eventually became a child psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. The asylum director informed him Dr. Kinton had disappeared a long time back, along with all the files of the children he dealt with in the asylum. However, he managed to get the list of patients, and shockingly, one of the children Dr. Kinton treated at Arkham Asylum was Bruce Wayne. The horrific events at Crime Alley following the death of Bruce's parents. As the story progresses, Kryon is eventually caught by Batman and delivered to the Gotham police station. However, upon being interrogated, Jim inferred that the man behind the serial killing was not Kryon. Believing that the serial killer was hunting down all of Quentin's patients, he arrived at Wayne Manor to inform Bruce that he might be the next victim. Bruce was shocked after hearing that he was once a patient at Arkham Asylum, as he had no memory of such events. He questioned Alfred, who then revealed the events that followed after the assassination of Bruce's parents. The night when Bruce's parents were killed, the cops arrived at a traumatized Bruce in Crime Alley. They called Alfred and informed him of everything, after which they took young Bruce into their car. While Alfred was on his way, young Bruce slipped out of the car, stole Sergeant Jim Gordon's billy club, and scavenged the alley to find a man who killed his parents. The police and Alfred searched for hours and finally found young Bruce mercilessly beating up a homeless man with a club, believing him to be his parents' murderer. Young Bruce's rage made him inflict some serious damage on the man and left him quadriplegic. Following this, Bruce was institutionalized at Arkham Asylum Children's Wing, where Dr. Charles Kinton treated him. He eventually suppressed Bruce's memories of what he did to the homeless man and discharged him. Marvelous verdict. So we've finally come to the end of the video, and we hope you liked our content. It is not an easy task to stitch such unknown details into the origin stories of one of the most popular characters in the world of comics. We can thank and admire the literary genius of the writer Raphael Grandpa, who executed such a minute detail that could bring exciting changes in the life and personality of Gotham's Caped Crusader. However, this origin story, or rather, the event of young Bruce showcasing horrific rage, is restricted to the reality in which the comic series is based. It had been designated to be from the alternate reality of Earth 49. And with that, we will be concluding this video. Feel free to add your views on this fresh take on Batman's origin story in the comments section, and stay tuned for the next marvelous video.